Hello, everyone, and this is gonna be my first build explanation video of why I use this instead of anything else on Thorian. And honestly, the main reason is just because of this talent right here. Attacks against bleeding enemies have 10% life steal. Now, for some reason, when you're over a certain amount of HP, I think it's about 40 to 50%, you just heal to full for no reason. Honestly, I hope they keep it in the game because it's pretty good. The class doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, but it's pretty decent damage. And this, for some reason, according to OK, you check him out. He's a very good YouTuber for this video game, and it does like 16 times more damage, which is stupid. And another thing that this does is, if the target is bleeding, it will automatically apply bleed. Because without this skill, it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't proc bleed, but with it, it does. And if you use this first, or if you use Bloody Eruption first, and then you use Bloody Burst, then you can get like 13 stacks of bleed, and basically just infinitely keep bleed on the enemy. Besides Metrum, since he attacks like twice though. This tree, I wish it was better since it's the strength tree, and you know I only have this much, only 394% physical, which is not very good. And I don't have a blessed earring of Blitz +2, but I don't think it's a crazy difference. This honestly could be better. This skill, for some reason, because when they're bleeding it has a special attack, for some reason it just heals Thorian, the special attack does. So it's a very bad skill, which is why I never use it in my video. This, honestly, is not terrible, but this is way better since it automatically procs bleed, which can basically just keep you full health forever. I'm gonna go do your Thor and show you how you need to be over a certain amount of HP to heal right now. Your Thor. If anyone was wondering, I have max mastery and everything, but honestly, for any build, for the damage tree, obviously if you have enough points, but you should always, no matter what, max out your health tree first, because that's just the best thing you could possibly do. Just better regen, more damage reduction. I mean, why wouldn't you want to do that? Kinda sad that Yurthol is one of the easiest bosses in the game, despite being, well, literally the easiest, not one of the. King's Sign doesn't even count. The magma golems. What's going on? Okay. Pretty late. Okay. Yeah, no, they should make private servers be able to fight Yurthol. Wow, okay. So basically, I wanted someone to explain, but this is so slow, it's almost a little sad. You always want to be above a certain amount of HP with this build, because the second you get under that HP, you're pretty much done. You're not done, but you know, depending on how hard the boss is, you're probably gonna die. Now, for some reason, why is this so slow? I'm just gonna try to get low. I am not taking any damage. Just gonna apply bleed on him and then try to get low. So, as you can do, so right here, Bloody Burst. With the middle tree, it makes them bigger, and it also applies vulnerable, bleed, and weaken, and it does a lot of damage. For some reason, it does like no damage to Thorian. I'm not sure if he has some random defense buff I'm not aware of. But whatever. It's like impossible to die to this guy. I wonder. Yeah. I was gonna get him under so he can use Armageddon because bro is fodder. I did not mean to block that. Doesn't matter. I didn't need to block anything. I heal so much. Honestly, the damage on Impaler, like if they nerf it, I really like not the damage, but if they nerf the healing, I really think they should buff the damage because the damage is extremely low. I mean, it's not extremely low compared to other things. It's pretty low. Yeah, this is sad to watch. I can't even die. I don't even have the Ring of Dragon. I think I'm just gonna meditate. I might just skip to when I'm lower. Okay, now that I'm lower and I had a more, you know. So, unless I hit Visay Glaive, I should not heal from this. Because you have to be above 40%, I think. Because I haven't really tested a whole bunch. Yeah, so it heals, it does heal a lot, but it does not give me the full. And then, now that I'm at around this much HP, if I use something as simple as, I mean maybe, I don't know if this is the threshold, I might have to be a little bit higher. But like if I hit him with this, it might full heal me. I don't know, I have to be a little higher. So I might use Bloody first. Alright, I'll use Triple Strike actually. See, after I got to like around 54 HP, it just completely full healed me. That, yeah, I didn't heal from killing him. I healed before I killed him. So basically the best races you're gonna want to use with this class, personally, from what I've seen so far, is Dolahan #1. Because I'm thinking about making a Dolahan Impaler, because I might actually be able to solo Thorian. Because you can, since you have Ghost Flame and stuff, like you have 2 fire moves, you could basically cycle, like Clash Royale type stuff. You just cycle your moves, so I could use Strike, then Gilded Strike, and then Strike again, and then the Hex move, and then Strike again, and then Ghost Flame, and then Strike again, and then Lifeless Skull. So, well, depending on how many things have their types being able to be changed in the future, Dolahan is going to be very busted. And also, basically, Dolahan just gets a free 20% damage buff because you get 8 extra stat points, and it does a lot. Only 8 doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does a lot. The next best race is probably Vistayan. Before I made this, the update wasn't out, so I didn't actually have the knowledge. I do now. But Vistayan basically, I think the HP for Lesser Self scales off of Strength and Arcane, which it didn't used to only be Arcane. So I think, and the skills also scale off your Strength and Arcane now. So basically, you can pretty much do anything. And Visayan also has the 1 out of 6 chance instead of the 1 in 8 chance to proc the Visayat Glaive. So it definitely would be a lot better. I still think Dolahan is definitely the best one. And then the third best one is probably Estella, because when you get low, you basically get free damage buff, and then when you get back to high HP, you basically just get a free 25% damage buff. Of course, Dolahan does literally the same thing, and Vistayan can get a free extra damage skill. 2 free, well I guess only 1 turn, with the Lesser Self. So definitely Estella is probably the third race. Definitely going to make a new one soon. Depends on how bad they nerf it after this update. The update is coming just before Sunday. I asked the dev, he said before Sunday. So anywhere between now and before Sunday. So it's probably coming out like Friday or Saturday. Nothing else really to say. Depending on how much damage you can deal, you might want to go Inferno, but I personally think Curse is better because you can proc Sundered, which just removes the enemy's defense buff. So that's really nice to have. That's actually the whole reason why I use it. You could use Stellion Core. The reason I use, Dark Sigil, you could use Dark Sigil, but the reason I use Salient Core is because when you're low with Impaler, you do more damage. But since you can full heal, then basically the lower you are, you do more damage. And if you're above 95% HP, you also do more damage because of Salient Core. So I think Salient Core is probably one of the best, but Dark Sigil is probably the second best, most likely. No, there's really nothing else. Subclass Alchemist, you know, really no point going Bard. Alchemist is just the best one. The Beastmaster is getting a new skill in this update coming, so I might switch depending on how good it is. Hopefully it's good. Nothing else to say. You can go Way of Life or um, Blaze the World, because Way of Life, if you max it out, you get a really dumb regen, and then you can stack that with Impaler's middle talent, which actually gives it more regen with when you get status effects. So that's really good regen, or then you just get Gilded Strike. Doesn't really matter. In the future of this game, you're probably going to want to go down the Cult of Raffion, which is the DPS Covenant. It's going to come out in the Dark and Light update, so that's probably going to be in like 3 months. Hopefully, at least, unless the devs are slacking. Pretty much all I have to say, nothing else. Don't want to make this a yap fest. So, thanks for watching my video. You know, give a like. Maybe I can get the content creator role. That'd be really cool. Alright, thank you.